This video is for Homework and Mastery 1.9, solving applied problems using several operations. When we want to solve problems involving estimation, what we're wanting to do is we want to estimate the sum or difference, and therefore we want to round each number to the same rounded off place, and then find the sum or difference. We don't want to find the exact value and then round it. We want to round each value, and we want to round them off to the same digit or same place value. So let's look at an example. Julio Ares bought school books and school supplies. The following store receipt indicates his purchase. Excluding tax, estimate how much money Julio spent by rounding each amount to the nearest 10. Okay, so we have a math book for $41, history book for $37, we have two notebooks for $13, we have a graphing calculator for $84, and we want to estimate how much money he spent. So let's look at that. Here's the exact value of how much it would have taken him, but we want to estimate it. Okay, so we want to round each of these, and it tells us to the nearest 10. So if I look at 41 and I want to round it to the nearest 10, I want to round it to this place. Do I round up or to 50, or do I round down to 40? Well, I hope by now you would know that you would round down to 40. 41 is closer to $40 than it is to $50. 37 I want to round also. So would I round it to 30 or to 40? I would actually round it to 40. It's closer to $40. $13, I need to round it. Do I round it to 10 or to 20? Actually round it down to 10. And then 84, do I round it to 80 or to 85? I'm sorry, to 90. I actually round it to 80. Remember, anything less than 5, I round down. 5 or larger, I round up. So now then I want to add up all these values and get that I have $170 estimated. So the estimated cost of the items before tax is $170. The exact cost was $175. Was my estimate reasonable? Well, yeah. I mean, it was only $5 away. That's not bad. Anytime that you're rounding, you want to be within the amount that you're rounding to. I was rounding to the nearest 10. I want to be within $10 of my exact value. Let's look at another situation. This is what we call a mathematics blueprint. It's simply a sheet of paper with 4 columns. Each column tells you something to do. This column tells you want to gather your facts. This column, what are you asked to do? In other words, what is the question actually asking for? This column, you want to write down how you want to proceed. Do you want to multiply, add, subtract, things of that nature? And then key points to remember. Things that don't really matter to the problem, or things that do matter to the problem. For instance, there are 144 pencils in a gross. Mr. Weston ordered 14 gross of pencils for the office. How many pencils did he order? Well, the first column is gather the facts. There are 144 pencils in a gross, and 14 gross were ordered. Those are the facts. What am I asked to do? I want to know the total number of pencils Mr. Weston ordered. Third column, how do I need to proceed with that? Well, I ordered 14 gross, and there's 144 in each gross, so I probably need to multiply 144 by 14. There's several different things that we could put in these key points to remember. The thing I thought of is, it doesn't matter that he ordered the pencils for the office. That's just, this right here is just extra. Anything that is extra can be put here in the key points to remember. That way we can disregard it. Okay? So whenever I do that, 144 times 14 gives me 2016. Mr. Weston ordered 2016 pencils. Let's look at another example. Juanita bought 6 bath towels for $15 each, 8 washcloths for $7 each, and 3 bathroom rugs for $20 each for her new bathroom. What was the total cost of these items? First, we need to gather the facts. What are the facts? Well, one fact is 6 bath towels, $15 each. Another fact is 8 washcloths, $7 each. And another fact is 3 bath rugs, $20 each. So we have 6 towels, $15, 8 washcloths, $7 each, 3 rugs, $20 each. And it's important to realize that they're for each towel. What are they asking me to do? What is the total cost of these items? It wants me to find the total cost of all the items. But now then, how do I proceed? There's actually several different things that I need to do here. I bought 6 towels at $15 each. Then I bought 8 washcloths at $7 each. Then 3 rugs at $20 each. So what I'm actually going to do is I need to multiply 6 by 15, 8 by 7, and 3 by 20, taking the number of towels or washcloths and multiplying it by the cost of each one. Then I will need to add each of those up to find my total cost. Key points to remember: I need to multiply first and then add. I can't add up my 15, 7, and 20 and then multiply it by the 6, 8, and 3, because the 6 is for $15 each, and then the $7 each is for the 8 washcloths. So you have to keep those things separate. So here's where I've done my multiplication. 6 times 15 is 90. 8 times 7 is 56. 3 times 20 is 60. So my towels together cost me $90, or cost Juanita $90. The washcloths cost $56, and the rugs cost $60. So how much did these items cost her altogether? I need to add those up. Juanita's total cost for the items was $206. Again, as we put in the key points, in this particular case you need to multiply before you add. Let's look at another problem. Korsh was offered 2 different jobs. One 40-hour-a-week store assistant management position that pays $14 per hour, and an executive secretary position paying a monthly salary of $2,600. Which job pays more per year? Ooh, that's an interesting thing to try to figure out. We always want to know which one pays better. So let's think about it. First things first, gather the facts and determine what are you asked to do. Well, the facts are the store assistant pays $14 per hour. The secretary's position pays $2,600 per month. You're asked to determine which one has the higher salary. There's several things that we need to do in order to proceed. You need to calculate the assistant manager's weekly pay, and then multiply that by 52 to find its yearly pay. Remember, as I put down here in the key points, there's 52 weeks in a year. You need to multiply the secretary pay by 12 to find their yearly pay, and then compare the two. So the manager's weekly pay was $14 per hour. $14 for 40 hours a week would come to $560 for 1 week. Okay. And then I need to multiply that by 52. And I get that the manager's position would pay $29,120 per year. The secretary's position, I took $2,600 and multiplied it by 12. And I get $31,200 per year. Obviously, in this case, the secretary's position pays more than the management position. And this right here should say 52 instead of 12. I did make a mistake there. Again, this should say 52 because there's 52 weeks in a year. So when you're looking at these, remember your blueprint. Gather your facts. Ask yourself, what should you do? How should you proceed? And then any key points to remember. If you do these 4 things, you will be doing very well when looking at word problems. This will help you decipher exactly what parts of the word problem are important, what parts are not. Because I know most of us tend to panic when we see word problems in front of us. That's the last thing that we need to do, is to panic. What you need to do now is go to your homework, practice. If you need more practice, please go to the study plan on the My Math Lab course. Ask us if you have any questions.